The generation that never drinks, why Gen Z's alcohol consumption is scaring the alcohol industry. Hi guys, I'm Guided by Kai and welcome to the Guided by series. Yes, we're back with episode 2 of the Guided by series, and today we're talking about Gen Z. Yes, unfortunately, my generation. Believe it or not, I was born in 1997, which means I am the OG, the original, the first of the Gen Zs. I don't know if I'm happy to admit that or not, to be honest with you. Generation Z has been in a lot of headlines recently because they are just not drinking alcohol. As far as statistics show, Gen Z is drinking less alcohol than any generation before them. Well, since we've done statistics about alcohol anyway. So is this data correct? Is Gen Z drinking less alcohol than everyone? Well, let's compare it to the boomers and millennials. Millennials? Sounds about right, doesn't it? A longitudinal study done in Australia across 2 decades found that Gen Z is 20 times more likely to abstain from alcohol than their boomer counterparts. So boomers, you've got to sort it out. That is just unhealthy, fam. A study done by NHS England in 2022 also found that 25% of 16 to 24-year-olds are abstaining from alcohol. Not only is Gen Z's alcohol consumption way down compared to previous generations, but they're also drinking a lot less frequently. So why might this be happening? Are Gen Z just really boring? Well, the reason why Gen Z might be drinking less than every other generation is because we have a generation that's more health conscious than ever. The influence of social media has meant we've never been more aware of the negative influences of alcohol, and we've never been more aware of the positive influences of having a healthy life. Now, as much as I want to pat myself on the back for being a part of one of the most health conscious generations going, well done us, I can't, because although we are one of the most sober curious generations going, we're also the most mentally unstable. You probably saw that one coming, didn't you? Yeah, Gen Z is mentally not well, fam. Now, this could be because we're just more open to talking about our mental health and not going to shy away from the fact that we are all a bit damaged. Shout out the boomers and millennials there. This poor mental health means we're way more likely to say no to the alcohol because at the end of the day, alcohol is a depressant and we're all very depressed. So in essence, Gen Z is drinking less because they just can't hack to depressive hangovers. I know I certainly can't. As well as being more health conscious and more mentally unstable than any other generation before us, Gen Z also has more alternative substances that they can engage with than any other generation before, with these illicit substances being more accessible than they ever have been.
Do you take drugs or alcohol? What is drugs?
So maybe it's not that Gen Z are more boring than every other generation. Maybe Gen Z are actually more fun. So in summary, our poor mental health, our health consciousness, and the fact that we've never had more accessibility to other alternatives, or the other potions and lotions you'd be doing in the pub toilet, all leads to Gen Z being the generation that is drinking less alcohol than ever. Now you're probably thinking, why am I giving you all these useless facts about Gen Z and alcohol, and how does this link to my 30 by 30 challenge? I need to do a cool jump cut here. Now if you're new to the channel and you're not sure what the 30 by 30 challenge is, why don't you click the link in the video description. It will take you to episode 1 of the Guided by series, where I explain all. So go do that now. And while you're there, why don't you click subscribe? Okay, so you know I'm Gen Z, you know Gen Z aren't drinking much alcohol, you know that I'm trying to progress with the 30 by 30 challenge, so you can probably conclude where we're going with this one. Drum roll, please. Yes, I'm quitting alcohol. In fact, I've quit alcohol since the middle of December. Your boy's been a good boy over Christmas and New Year's and my birthday. I'm doing well. Yes, one of my challenges before I turn 30 is me trying to abstain from alcohol. Alcohol's never been a huge part of my life, to be honest with you. Like, I've never been anti it, and I've always liked the odd beer, the odd rum, and the odd boogie. But the issue I have is that I live with chronic pain and a lot of disability, and I don't need any more excuse to fall over. And not only is the falling over a really bad reality of when I drink alcohol, another one is the fact that alcohol does cause a lot of inflammation. Not only that, it causes poor sleep, bad mental health, as we saw before, and generally it's just not good for your health. Over the next year, I'm going to be documenting my life living alcohol-free. But wait, there's more. So some of you might have noticed the mug at the start of the video, and no, I don't mean me. And also that it says a tea journey in the video title. Well, if you're good at puzzles, you might have pieced what's going on here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is empty and I really want to brew, so let's do something about that. Hey!
All ready for you.
You're a saint, thank you very, very much. I've got a biscuit as well.
Treated you.
Cheers, darling.
Enjoy.
So tea. Discovered in China over 4,000 years ago and then brought to Britain in the 1800s, I've missed out a lot of really bad history.
Behind your cup of chai lies a story of colonial greed, trade wars, and cultural takeover.
You don't want to hear any of that, trust. Anyway, despite the horrific journey tea has been on to get to this table right here, now it's here, I'm quite enjoying it. And it upsets me that the rest of Gen Z isn't. Yeah, it turns out that Gen Z isn't quite Gen T. See what I did there? That was quite good. Yes, unfortunately, the generation that's not drinking alcohol is also not drinking tea. And I need to do something about it. On my journey to sobriety, I'm going to be replacing the alcohol, the rum and the vodka and the sambuca and all the other stuff I used to drink, with a good old brew. Do you know what? I'm topping that up. That is actually fantastic. Now, obviously, there's two reasons for doing this. The first one being that I want to be healthier and alcohol is not good for me. The second one being that tea is the best thing that has ever happened to humanity. I'm not even exaggerating. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big coffee drinker, but coffee's for the mornings, and if you're drinking coffee at night, you are a psychopath. Obviously, I've not drank since December, and I've been replacing my alcohol with tea since the middle of December. And it had me thinking, would the British public prefer to quit alcohol for a year or tea? Luckily for you, I've done the research for you. Yeah, the idea for today is I'm going out in Manchester and I'm going to ask the general public, would they rather give up alcohol or tea for an entire year?
Tea is better.
It is.
Good, yeah.
If you was to give up coffee or tea for a year, which one are you picking?
Coffee. I don't like coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
See, you're all on the tea hype.
Yeah.
See the flag there. Iranians.
Brothers, I am so pro tea, it's mad. So I appreciate you guys saying that.
Yeah.
Do you guys drink alcohol?
No.
So it's a no-brainer. You're picking the tea over the alcohol, innit?
Yeah. Of course.
Boys, appreciate you.
He already gave up alcohol. I'm already like 3 years. Yeah.
My guy. What about yourself?
No, I drink.
You drink?
Yeah.
So you'd rather give up the tea?
No, I would give.
This man would be picking up
alcohol or tea, not cigarettes, bro. You gotta pick one.
He's like throwing
He's like,
both
"Yo,
cigarettes. He was like, I'll just take the cigarette, thank you. That's the most Russian response ever. Like, you'd give up the alcohol?
Yeah.
Nice, my guy. That's good to hear. What about yourself? You don't drink?
Oh,
My guy.
bro.
If you had to give up alcohol or tea for an entire year, what would you give up?
I'd give up my maintenance, darling.
So you choose the alcohol?
I would, yeah. Because it's somewhat an escape from reality in moderation, yes.
Yeah.
In moderation, it's a good escape from reality.
Okay. Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Then I'd obviously give up. Alcohol is a great moderational thing to escape reality.
Yeah.
If you can use it moderately.
So would
if
you
get hooked on it, then not a good idea. But
So would you choose the tea or the alcohol?
the alcohol, yeah.
Okay, you'd give up the alcohol.
No, I would use the alcohol.
You'd use it. You'd give up the tea.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I
That's
don't
it.
like
That's the
tea.
first response we've gotten when people.
Ask me a Chinese takeaway difference.
Coffee drinkers or tea drinkers? Do you prefer coffee or tea? Or you're not on either?
I'm not a hard drinker.
Okay, sweet. You're not a hot drinker.
Huh?
Very much. Dude, do you know what tea it is? Oh, PG. Come on.
This isn't PG tips.
Oh, dude, do you like tea? Want a cup of tea? There you go, dude. Well, actually, bro, have a nice day, yeah? Would you rather give up tea or alcohol for an entire year?
Ooh, alcohol.
Why?
I don't drink much of either, to be honest, but I feel like I drink tea a bit more regularly.
Okay, what's your favourite tea?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus tea.
Yeah.
It's the first hibiscus of the day. Would you rather give up alcohol or tea for an entire year?
Drink much of either, to be fair.
You're not a tea drinker?
Not really, no.
Or are you more of a coffee man?
I don't like coffee.
You don't like your hot drinks?
I'll have a drink in the morning. When it's cold, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been drinking a bit this year.
Yeah.
We've been outside, it's been cold, for that, generally. Yeah.
So what, would you rather give up the alcohol or the tea? Alcohol. Knock on the window and ask. How you doing, guys? We're doing some interviews around Manchester. We're just asking people if they'd rather give up alcohol or tea for an entire year. And being police officers, I imagine you get through a fair few brews.
Definitely giving up the alcohol.
You're giving up the alcohol, keeping the tea. What about you?
Can't cope without tea. We won't cope without tea.
I completely agree. It's obvious that it's not just me who prefers the tea, and that the general public of Manchester are definitely more pro-tea than they are pro-alcohol. But the question is, why am I out interviewing the public when I'm Gen Z? I should be inside live streaming. Hello. Welcome to my TikTok live where we are discussing tea versus alcohol. Yes, which one would you rather give up for an entire year? Let's see what the people say on today's TikTok live. Follow me at Guided by Kai. Who'd you voted for? So you're giving up tea eulogy. You'd rather have the alcohol. You're giving up the tea. If there's going to be different votes. So yesterday at the street interviews, most people would say they'd give up alcohol. They'd prefer the tea. But I can see most people here would rather give up the tea than the alcohol, which is mad. Oh, bro, I meant to give up. He clicked the right.
He was like, "Oh, bro, I'm meant to give up alcohol. You literally got it wrong." You see, this is a bit. I mean, like, you have to read the question, guys. So, oh my god. Oh, I see. So the votes. Aha! He's voting for alcohol to taste. My man is such a team player for tea that he's multiple voting to get alcohol out right now. Doing waggity one, waggity one, waggity one, waggity one, waggity one, waggity. Might have had too much caffeine. I have drank a few teas today, to be honest with you. Very, very, very happy with this live. Love the tea debates. I'm always here to support you. Day one, always. You are, Shan. You're an absolute day one tea. 100%. Team tea. Would you give up alcohol for a year just to see the improvement on my body? Nice! Oh, yeah, the Blind Beast said, I would rather give up alcohol for a year just to see the improvement on my body. That's nice, man. That's nice. And I think that's a nice place to end. I think that's a really nice place to end because that kind of summarizes what I'm doing this for, literally. So, Blind Beast, appreciate you.
So we know that the general public prefer tea than alcohol. We know that I'm Gen Z, and being a part of Gen Z, I'm definitely anti the alcohol, although I'm not anti the tea. So on this journey that I'm calling the tea journey, you're going to see me drinking a lot of tea and no alcohol. So make sure you're clicking subscribe to follow the journey. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and comment what your favorite drink is. And don't forget to follow me on socials at Guided by Kai. This has been the Guided by series episode 2. I'll see you for episode 3 very soon, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day.